Alright, we're going to learn some more techniques using the Tonfa for a self-defense weapon, and it's probably one of the best self-defense weapons you can carry because, and easy to prove it, the police carry it. Police don't just carry a baton anymore, they carry a Tonfa because it's so much more effective than just a baton. The Tonfa has so much more you can do with it. You can control it so much more, you can hurt people a lot more, you can protect other people's lives with a Tonfa so much more. That's why the police carry it so much. It's just that effective of a weapon. Here we are, we're in a cat stance here. He's trying to come and attack me. He's going to come in with a left middle punch. He's punched and he's twisted. I'm going to block it across my body with a left punch and push him out, push it out. So I'm going to block it across. So you can see right here, I blocked it, the middle punch across my body with a flat left hand. Then I'm going to come up and I'm going to smash that Tonfa right into his ribs with the right hand. Now I can do it, I can hit it with the entire back, or I can really smash it in there, or I can take it and hit the butt of it right into his ribs, and that hurts just as good. You know, your ribs are just really not made to be hit with a stick, and they're really not made to be hit with a stick that's really that short and that powerful. So I've blocked it, I've hit him right on the elbow if I can, that really hurts it a lot more. Then I came forward and smashed it right into his ribs, and that really tends to finish him off. But I want to make sure that I finish him off, so I want to do a couple more strikes. So I smashed him in the ribs, he's going to bend over and go, oh. So I'm going to bring the other Tonfa straight up. I'm going to smash him right in the teeth with that Tonfa. So I brought it straight up. Now I've smashed him right in the teeth with that Tonfa. And boy, that's going to knock him to the ground. So I blocked it. I smashed his ribs with one side. Came back up and did another flip up and smashed him right in the teeth. I promise you this, it's going to knock him to the ground. I'm going to knock him to the ground. I want to make sure he stays down there. I'm going to flip the Tonfa across and smash him right in the side of the head, right on the jaw, right on the temple, or somewhere where I'm definitely going to finish him. So I've done a rib smash, a face smash, come down and did a temple or a throat smash to finish him off once and for all, so I had no chance of him getting up and continuing his attack. Great technique. Pretty easy to do. You don't have to be a genius to do it, and it's very effective. Alright, here he's blocking at me, he's punching at me, and I've done a block, he's gonna kick me. I'm going to tell you, one of the biggest mistakes you can do is to kick somebody when they have a Tonfa, especially two Tonfas, because it hurts so much when you run your leg, your shin into a Tonfa. When you run your shin into a Tonfa, it is extremely painful. You are going to start, it feels like it broke your leg. I'm going to promise you this, you cannot kick a Tonfa and walk away. And when you kick up in that Tonfa, it's going to break your shin, it's going to hurt so bad. He's going to immediately drop his leg down. He's going to start crying. Immediately he's going to go, oh, it really hurts. Now I'm going to step forward. I'm going to smash the heel of my Tonfa right into his gut. So I blocked down. I broke his shin. I really hurt his shin. Now I'm stepping forward and smashing the heel of the Tonfa right into his gut. That hurts. Then I want to finish it with a counter strike. I'm going to continue to flip it up and smash him right in the temple, or right in the throat, or right on the side of the head, knock him to the ground and smash him in the groin. So look, you can see pretty much all these techniques pretty good, and it's pretty easy to follow, folks. So I've blocked this kick, bam, just with a downward block with the Tonfa. Brother, that hurts his shin. That's really going to stop him here. I can even hit him on the knee with it. Bam, stepped right in, did a lunge punch right into his gut, smashed him right in the gut with that. And I can smash him right in the heart with that. I can smash him in the teeth. So we're doing it right there. Coming back up, flipping it over and smashing it into the back of his head, or right into the side of his head, and breaking his jaw, smashing it right into his temples, smashing it into his ear. Any of those areas are just terrifically vulnerable, and it's going to do a terrific amount of damage. Knocking him to the ground and smashing him in the groin with it. He's on the ground, his legs are up. I'm going to just take him and smash my hand, my Tonfa, right down, right onto the back, right onto his groin, and believe me, that's going to finish him off. There's not a lot of blocks you can do from that. When you're on the ground, your legs are spread, and I smash that Tonfa, you're in muy bueno trouble-imio. I just made that Spanish word up. Here I am, and he's trying to block me again. He's ready to do a block, and I'm going to, if you'll go straight down here, he's going to do a front snap, and I'm going to step down and do an X block. So he's coming up, he's trying to kick me. I'm coming down and doing an X block. Boom, I've done an X block. And then that, folks, that stopped him from ever kicking me again. I promise you, if you go take your shin, you got to have a hell of a shin to kick a stick. the kick of Tonfa. I mean, people that got tough shins, but most people in the street do not have tough shins, and believe me, they're not going to kick a Tonfa and walk away from it. But to make sure, after I've done the X block, I'm just going to step forward, and I'm going to continue with a double smash of the Tonfa right into his eyes, right into his teeth, right into his throat. So I want to make sure he does not want to have the slightest idea or feeling in his heart to continue this fight. So I've done the X block, I've blocked down, I've come up, and I've smashed it right into his teeth. Then I want to finish him off by coming down and taking the Tonfa and smashing it right onto the side of his head. So I've done an X block, smashed it into his teeth, came down, smashed him right on the side of the head with a Tonfa. Brother, that takes him to the ground. That tends to finish him off. That's a great little finish there. Not hard to learn. It's not great. You don't have to be... What's so good about Tonfa? You don't have to practice it that long to be totally effective with it. It's one of the best weapons to learn that you don't have to practice it. You know, the nunchuck is to learn to flip them and control them right. You have to do them for a long time. The Tonfa you doesn't. The little X block, pretty simple. Teach you that in one class. Step up, do a double strike to the eyes. That's pretty simple. Teach you that in one class. Come up and smash it on the side of his jaw. Teach you that in one class too. So those are all really effective techniques. Very easy to do. Very powerful. Here he's trying to do a high roundhouse. Once again, I'm telling you, when you run into that Tonfa with your shin, it hurts unbelievably bad. Now he's come up, he's done a high roundhouse, and I've smashed that Tonfa right against his shin with buff him. I've done a double block there, and that really hurts him, folks. That double block really hurts his shin, and that's going to tend to knock him down or hurt him. But I'm going to continue now. I'm going to take that left Tonfa. I'm taking that left Tonfa, and I'm going to just flip it over and smash it right into his side of his head. And you just take it just like taking a little bat, and I'm smashing that into the side of his head. And brother, that hurts. So I blocked it, double kicked, and I'm doing this while his foot's in the air. I'm taking that Tonfa, smashing it up into the side of his head. And he's not going to like that. That's going to tend to knock him to the ground, but I want to make sure I do. So I'm going to grab his right hand, put it behind it, and I'm going to kick him to the ground. Look what I've done there. I've got his leg up in the air. I'm holding on to his pants, so I've wrapped the Tonfa under there and secured it, because the Tonfa can make a nice hold there. I'm holding him onto it, and now look what I've done. I'm coming up. I'm stepping up. I've smashed Tonfa into his face. I'm going to throw him all the way to the ground. And bam! That's a hard fall to take, folks. That's a hard fall to take. I'm going to smash him on the ground, then I'm going to come up and smash it into the Tonfa right into his face. So I've double kicked him, I blocked him, I smashed it into his face once, I stepped up, I've done a vicious leg sweeping kick, smashed him to the ground, came up, took that Tonfa and smashed it into the side of his face. Great stuff. Very easy to do, very powerful technique. Here he's trying to do a side kick. Same thing. It's a little harder to block a Tonfa with a side kick, but it's still very effective and very easy to do. I'm blocking it by smashing down into it. So I'm smashing down into it, so I'm meeting him halfway and catching it and blocking it. And now I'm going to come up, and what's nice is that I can push it out of the way with Tonfa because I have great control by blocking it. I'm blocking it, and I'm slapping it, and that pushes it forward. So I'm blocking it with a side kick, and as I block, I'm pushing it forward because the Tonfa will give me a giant lever, and that lever allows me to push him forward. When I push him forward, I'm going to come up and smash the other Tonfa right into the back of his neck. Now if I smash you in the back of the neck with this stick, chances are pretty good I'm going to break your neck. I'm going to disable you. You're not going to be able to continue to fight. So it's a great technique, and it's very effective, very powerful. I blocked the side kick. I've come up, smashed it into the back of his neck, finished him off. Pretty easy to do, folks. Pretty effective. Here he's still going to come up. He's going to attack me with a knife or something. He's going to come in and punch at me. He's going to try and thrust it in. I'm going to step out and block it, and I'm going to jam the end of that Tonfa right into his gut. So he's coming up, but I'm jamming the end of the Tonfa right into his gut, and that's going to stop him right there. At the same time, he's trying to come up with a kick, so I'm going to block the kick. I'm going to block the kick. I jam the Tonfa into his throat, and now look what I'm going to do. I'm going to side kick him right into the throat. Now I'm going to tell you, if you side kick somebody right into the throat, whoop beep, that's it. No more fight coming from this dear little boy. But you have to be flexible. But one of the best things about Tonfa is how effective it is against other weapons. Here's a guy getting ready to hit me with a baseball bat, a pipe, a cane, or in this case a bow. A lot of people don't carry a bow in the street, but they do carry bats, they do carry sticks, they do carry pipes. I'm just coming up and doing an X block with the Tonfa. So I'm doing an X block, which is almost impossible for him to punch through or to strike through. So I've done an X block with the Tonfa. Then I step and push it, blow down with the hand by locking it. I'm pushing it against the Tonfa. Come up, smash him right in the side of the face with the Tonfa, right on the side of the head. Bam! I blocked it, X block to come up and smashed him right in the side of the head. Then I want to come up underneath. Look, I smashed him in the side of the head. Now I'm coming up underneath and smashing him up and into his face. And brother, that hurts a lot too. I've blocked him there. I've smashed his head. Now I'm doing an upper punch. Oh man, that finished him off. And look at the size of this guy. Upper punched him right in the teeth with that tonfa. And then I bring my right hand up and smash it on the back of his neck again. I promise you, that finished him off. Here he's attacking me. He's attacking me, and right in the middle of it, he's doing a modified cancel. He's trying to block. I step out and block it with my left hand, doing a pressing block. The same time I come up and spin my right, I'm blocking with my right hand because he's punching with his left. I spin my right and just smash it right across his face. This is exactly like I'm doing an elbow. I'm going to smash it right across his face with my left hand. Bam! That tends to hurt him right there. Here he's attacking me. I'm doing a modified can stance. He's doing it. He's using a knife or something here. That's fine. I don't care. He's attacking me he's attacking me actually with the tonfa here. I'm sorry. I was thinking I had the tonfa. He has the tonfa. I'm blocking up with an X block before he can come and hit me, because we haven't learned any attacks with the tonfa. This is a self-defense training. So he's coming up. He's going to try and punch me, and I'm going to come up and do a block. He comes with the other. I'm going to do another block. So I've got a double hand block up right in front of him. I've got to keep from doing that tonfa again. So I want to immediately kick him right in the groin. Then I can come down and do a double shuto right onto his collarbones, or I can come up and grab his head and knee him right in the teeth and knock him out. That works just as good. Here he's attacking me. He's trying to block my tonfa. I want to catch him with a heat rising crescent kick right there and block it away from my body. Then I'm going to use the same kick. So look, I catched him right on the elbow, blocked it, and I did the same kick and thrusted it straight up into his throat. Well, that finishes 99% of the people, folks. So I blocked, did a side thrust right into his throat. Pretty easy technique. Here he is. I have a bow. He has a tonfa. He's going to swing the tonfa at me, or he's going to block the tonfa as I swing my bow, but I'm going to counter it, because whether he blocks it, I'm going to immediately, before he can step in and do it, I'm going to turn around and flip the bow, flip it underneath, and smash him right in the ribs. So he's trying to punch me. I'm attacking him. He blocks. I flip the bow. Then I flip the bow the other way. So it's a block, twist, twist. Block, twist, twist. And that's what makes it so effective. I've done a block, now I've done a flip and a flip. Pretty easy. And I'm going to smash him in the ribs, smash him in the side of the face with the bow. That tends to win that fight. Here he's blocking me. I have a bow. I'm hiding it behind my back. I have it down my leg. He's trying to attack me with a tonfa. I come up and bring it up and do an X block, a rising block right in front of my body. Then I come and smash it right into his ribs before he can come and counter me. Come back up and smash it into his head again. So I blocked it, flipped it, bam, right into his ribs, stepped, and bam, flipped it again right into the side of his head. Pretty effective, pretty easy to do. Okay, let's learn a little kata with the tonfa. That was our last technique with it. But we're going to learn an awful lot with my next book on the tonfa. You're going to step forward with a double tonfa, take a bow. Step forward and step to the left with a nice forward stance. Push the tonfa straight out and do an upper block. You're going to step back in, spin, push the tonfa straight out and do an upper block. Step back down and do a downward block. Step to the front and do a downward block. Then do a front punch straight with the tonfa. So I've gone left, upper block, stepping sideways, downward block, punch, punch. Now I'm going to come up with both hands and do a double strike. So I've done a downward block, punch, come up, upper strike. So down, up, punch, strike, strike. Now I'm going to do a flip with my left. Come back and step forward and do a flip. So I've stepped to the left and done a double block, stepped to the right and done a flip, step to the left and done a double flip. Come back up here. I'm going to come do a rising block, turn, spin backwards, turn around and do another rising block and spin the other way. Come and do a strike with my left, and I can do a punch with my right. Going to go backwards now. So I'm going to turn around and go the other way. Now you're going to come back and you're going to repeat the sequence. So you come back and I'm going to do a left block where I'm going to rise up. Then I'm going to spin and turn to the right. Come back and do a right block. Come back and do a downward block. Come back and do a knee block. Come back and do a front thrust. Come up and do a double strike to the front. Spin to the left. Spin to the right. Do a flipping block. Smash it out. Spin to the right. Do a flipping block and smash it out. Spin back to the left. Do a flipping block. Smash it out. Then I come back here to the right and I come up with a cat stance, and I'm going to come with an upper block, come back, bring my legs in, flip it up and smash it straight up to the left. come back in, bring it back in, do a left to the right, come back, step up, come out and do a flipping block out to the right, come back, do a flipping block out to the left, then come back and step backwards, and I'll repeat the exact same sequence going backwards. So you're going to do these kata techniques, the Tonfa techniques, the same thing going forward, same thing going backwards. So it's really effective. If you can just take any kata and put the Tonfa in your hand, and you're going to be able to do it. If you know katas, you'll be able to do it with a Tonfa, because it's the exact same thing, except you have a Tonfa in your hand instead of an empty hand. So it's a real easy technique and very effective to do.